In last week's episode, we made a road trip around Bonaire, found geocaches, and then we sailed to Curacao, where we anchored in Spanish water. Going to go to the customs and immigration, and we are going in another boat. So cool. We just wrapped up to run, and we jumped on board, and yeah, we're gonna get a ride. Really nice.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Oh, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay here.
Yeah, we will definitely.
To do the clearance, you have to visit 3 places. And we did all except the port police, which was closed. So the next day we went back and paid a $10 anchoring fee, which lasts for 3 months. Back in Spanish water, Johan helped Barry, the old sea dog, to re-anchor, since his anchor had been dragging.
Yeah, the other day when I started the engine to re-anchor here in Spanish water, I noticed that there weren't any cooling water coming out through the exhaust pipe. So I thought maybe there was something clogging the inlet of the seawater, but after checking the impeller, I came to the conclusion that it was the pump. As you can see here, this is the axle where the impeller sits, and it goes through here some bearings. So this is inside the engine, and there's another cog inside the engine that should drive this cog that is connected to the shaft, but somehow this cog isn't connected to the shaft anymore, so it won't spin the impeller in here, and so we don't have any cooling. Not very fun, but I hope we fix it, because we're going to be at Curacao Marine to haul the boat in a couple of days, and we need to go by engine over there. If I can't, I guess I have to buy like electrical pump or something like that we can use in the meantime until I find the parts for this. So I have found the problem. It's an broken axle, or not a broken axle. It's a pin going through the axle that holds this cog in place, and that pin is broken, so the axle can free spin in this hole. Hopefully I can fix this on my own by just fixing another pin. The pin goes through this small hole here to hold this cog in place on the axle, so it will spin together with the axle, so the impeller will move. But anyway, I think it's a good idea to get a new cog, because some parts of it has been smashed off. Luckily I found those parts. They're not inside the engine, they're here, some plastic parts. So I have found a new axle. It's parts from the rig, and I will use it as a sprint in here instead. So, and the cog goes on top like this. Yeah, of course I will cut this to the correct length, this length here, and afterwards I can put a screwdriver in it just to expand it a bit, so it stays a bit better in the hole here. It doesn't really matter because it can't really go anywhere, but... So the cog goes on top of this, and then I will put this on top to hold everything in place, like that. So as good as new. Not really, but it works. I think we need to fix it a bit more properly later, but it will work, and I think this will be okay for a long time. So, but it will feel better to get the original parts to fix it with, because this cog isn't very expensive. It's just a plastic cog, so I guess it's like maybe $20 or something like that. So now I just have to put everything back and try it out. Yes. Yes.
Our propane bottle that we use for cooking got empty in Bonaire, and there was no place to refill it with our feeding there. So now we hope to get it fixed in Curacao.
So Alcino and me were still hunting to get some propane or butane for the stove on the boat, and so far no luck. The bottle we have, which is a Spanish bottle, it uses the Spanish and the French system, which is a fast connector. They don't recognize it at all here, and they don't have any adapters for it. So I really hope we're going to another place now, so I really hope we could find a place where they can use an adapter. We'll see, but right now we have some problems with the car too, so we need to sort that out too. You have coolant in there? Yeah, there seemed to be some electrical problem. The fan won't start to cool down the engine, and it's pretty hot here today, so and it's no fuse either, so I don't know. I'll try to fix it, but it's good.
I like this kind of taxi.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Not very good.
No propane.
They don't recognize this, and they don't, what's that? And they don't have any adapters. So that's a problem. If we had an adapter, no problem, they would fill it. But we don't have that. So it's a bit annoying.
So how long is it now that we've been out?
Without gas?
Without propane.
I mean, not really without. We have these small bottles for the...
Yeah, but
yeah, without these, maybe, I don't know, a week.
No, I think
maybe
it's
two.
more, yeah.
So I think we'll... yeah, I don't know. We're on Spanish water, and we're on our way to the dinghy dock. We're going to head in, take the bus into town today to yeah, try to get hold of some stuff at the ship chandlery.
Surfing on the waves. That must be the free bus, you know, for the grocery store. Is it this one? No, that's sightseeing. Yeah, 6A. Wi-Fi. Okay, Barry, we're going off here.
Yeah, okay, later. Right, have a good time.
You too. Bye bye. Men Johan! Almost couldn't go off the bus. So we got off the bus now, and we're gonna go to Island Water World. It's a ship chandlery. Gonna see if they have batteries. Oh, we know they have, but because we checked it the other day, but it's the last one they have. They only have 4 or something, so we're gonna try to pay a deposit today so they will keep them for us. But at first we're gonna check here and auto parts.
Yeah, maybe they have traction batteries there or something.
Look at this one, 30 euros. The batteries were even more expensive here, so we went to the ship chandlery.
It's crazy expensive with batteries.
We paid the deposit and hitchhiked to the capital, Willemstad.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, America side. Running with you up to your love, very wide.
Johan, what does douchey mean?
I don't know exactly, but like my love or something like that.
Yeah? In what language?
In Papiamento.
Yeah? It means love, honey, something is nice or good or...
Yeah, douchey.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Nice word.
Come douchey! Willemstad is divided in two parts, Punda in the south and Otrobanda in the north. Punda is full of colorful houses built in Dutch design. The Queen Emma Bridge divides the two neighborhoods and is the only floating wooden bridge in the world. It was built in 1888 and is propelled by two diesel engines. Originally, it was a toll bridge. People without shoes were permitted to cross the bridge without paying the toll, and cars were also using the bridge. Today, the bridge is toll-free. We're actually going to pass here with Ron when we go to the boatyard. In a canal in Punda, you find the floating market, which consists of Venezuelan boats selling fruits and vegetables. We ran into Barry and had a drink before heading back to the boats. Since we had a reservation for haul out in the boatyard Curacao Marine, we prepared by taking down the head sail. Johan used to do drag racing, So Alcino and his friends Denise and Steve took us to the island's drag racing strip. Drag racing is a popular sport on the island, and for some races, cars even get shipped from other countries.
That was a long time ago.
Steve used to do drag racing here, so he met many of his old racing buddies. Nowadays, he has changed hobby from racing to sailing. After the racing, the guys took us to eat some food in Curacao style. Trukipan are food trucks, which are only open at night. So guys, have you been here before?
Yes. It's the best in town.
Trying the Trukipan for the first time here in Curacao. Best Trukipan. Cool. Very good.
That would be the hour.
What did you have?
Chicken with cilantro lime rice, and then you can take the sauces by yourself. And I love cilantro, so I took a lot of chimichurri. And you can take pico de gallo with some pineapple chutney. Oh, that's good.
Hi guys, hope you liked this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, we really appreciate that. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. Bye bye.